God morning. Good God morning. Good God morning. I apologize for being just a couple of minutes late. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. And I come in every morning or 12 and say, we are studying a course in better known as ACIM, a course in miracles. It is a book I feel that gives me freedom. All because I was really thinking to go Periscope also. So I was trying to set that up. And so for those people who are on YouTube, please subscribe and like the videos. I love it. Those people that are on Facebook. Oh, also YouTubers. Go to the Facebook page. I am Affirmations for the Living. I am RosaJ, spelled with an H after the A of Rosa. And on Periscope, I posted that also. It is the @ I am RosaJ. So I am. It is grateful to see and be able to use social media. It is my desire to help free my fellow human beings in consciousness, to lift you up, to be aware. Hi, Adewala, is that it? Adewala, how are you? Where are you coming from? That sounds like you're coming from somewhere in Africa, or you have an African name. Where are you from? I love it to connect to my brothers and sisters in Africa. I desire to live there. I don't know how or when, but that's one of my desires. I want to be there for a couple of years. I don't know when, I don't know how, but that's my desire. You know, I love America, but I love my people too. My only time in Africa was in 2000. I went with my church. At the time was Imani Temple. And we went over there and we ended up staying 14 days. We were only supposed to be there for 7. And I was so grateful for those 14 days. The things that I saw. And I felt as if when I touched the land of Africa, I just broke down in tears. I was overwhelmed with homeness. You know, I had finally come home. And I didn't just come by myself, because the whole time I was there, I could feel the spirits of my ancestors leaving me. I didn't sleep much, but I could actually see and feel them return home. It was an amazing journey. So yeah, I desire to be there. And that's one of my dreams. That's one of my intentions on life, to experience being in the land of Africa, not just for a visit, but to actually live there. It will happen, because I know I am a manifester. So we're today on lesson 34. And we've been talking about how seeing outwardly things really don't mean anything. They're only pictures of our mind. We've been talking about how we can actually change those images. So this week we've been talking about changing things to meet peacefully. So today's lesson, and let me get right over to it. Is lesson 34. And lesson 34 says, I can, let's see, I apologize. I could see peace instead of this. What does that bring up in you? That one statement, I could see peace instead of this. I can see, we see in the news, if you look at it, so many chaotic situations that bring up all kinds of emotions in our being. But we have a choice. We have a choice to change that emotional feeling inside of us that usually chaos brings up. I can choose to see peace in this, acceptance in this. I could choose to not get all in an upheaval about the chaos of the world. I can choose to see things differently. And I choose peace. Do you choose peace too? Wouldn't you love to just have a peaceful existence all the time? I mean, life is just too short. It's like you're born and then you die. Wouldn't it be nice to live your life in freedom and peace inside? Remember, we create our world from the inside out. How we view the world, we see the world. So we can choose to be in chaos and anger and um, hate, or we can choose to be in love. It takes practice. So today's lesson is exactly what I said. I could see things differently. I can see peace instead of this. So let's breathe and let's say that saying out loud or in your mind. I can see peace instead of this. So the idea for today begins to describe the condition that prevails in the other ways of seeing. Because there's another story. Peace of mind is clearly an internal matter. It must begin with your own thoughts and then extend outward. It is from your peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises. If you want to see peace, you have to be peace. If you want to see love, you got to be love and loving and free. It starts from within and then it projects out. That's something that we don't really come here knowing once we hit this earth. All kinds of stuff comes up. All kinds of things happen. I can choose differently in my mind and in my heart. I can choose peace instead of this. See, that's what it's all about. What you see on the inside is what you see on the outside. 3 long practice periods are required for today's exercise. 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening are advised, with an additional 1 to be undertaken at any time in between that seems most conducted. Meaning that when during the course of your day, when that kind of yucky feeling arises in that situation, you can say the thought, I could see peace instead of this. And it could be anything. It could be at your job or in your house. Chaos starts in the morning. You could stop and breathe and say, I could see peace instead of this. All applications should be done with your eyes closed. It is your inner world to which this application for today's idea should be made. So you don't want to be distracted by the things you see. You want to see inside of you. You want to close your eyes and visualize peace or something different. When chaos arises around you, just breathe. Close your eyes. I could see peace instead of this. Yes. Some 5 minutes of mind searching are required for each of the longer practice periods. And when you wake up in the morning, you just breathe. I can see peace instead of this. When you go to bed, I can see peace instead of this. When you review your day at night, throw some love on it, throw some peace on it. State and make sure that you keep in mind, no matter how you're feeling, just keep saying it until something shifts. Because that's what we're talking about. We are talking about shifting your mindset. So you go through the events of the day, and whenever you stop to think about it, don't deliberate on it, the whys, the hows, and none of that. Just say, I can see peace instead of this. If you begin your practice experience and it's difficult in thinking of a specific subject, continue to repeat the idea to yourself in an unlimited manner without applying it to anything in particular. Be sure, however, not to make any specific exclusions. Perhaps you just had an argument or a discussion that didn't set well with your children, or your boss, or your coworkers, or your husband, or your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your father. You can stop. And don't get into the whys, but just say, I can see peace instead of this. And let it happen. The purpose is to protect yourself from temptation throughout the day. If a specific form of temptation arises in your awareness, the exercise should take this form. Listen carefully. I could see peace in this situation instead of what I see now. I can see peace in this situation instead of what I'm seeing now. I can see peace in this situation instead of what I see now. If there are the inroads on your peace of mind take a form of more generalized adverse emotions such as depression or anxiety or worry, use the idea in its original form. If you find you need more than one application of today's idea to help you change your mind about any specific situation, try to take several minutes and devote them to repeating the idea until you feel some sense of relief. It will help you if you tell yourself specifically, I can replace my feeling of depression, anxiety, and worry. And then put your thought in there, the personality, with peace. Some of us are dealing with the anxieties of no pay for the last couple of weeks and trying to catch up, and worry comes in. But instead, say, I can replace my feeling of depression, anxiety, or worry about not having the money to pay my bills with peace. It is so important that we at least be willing to change the ideas or the emotions that we are having in our world. It just is, hey, Joy, how are you? Oh, thank you for your faithfulness. I appreciate it. I just want to change. I want to help change the paradigms that we are forced into. That feeling of lost and desperation, that feeling that we don't have control, and we do. We do. Yesterday, when I was going through my low sugar, something came to me, and the thought was exactly what they said. I can choose to change this situation. I can choose to change this situation. I heard something also in listening to A Course in Miracles on audio about healing. And a lot of times we aren't healed because we have some angst and worries about it. We have to release that in order to do something different. So I have to choose to see the situation differently. I have to choose. I have to make that conscious choice to see my body in a peaceful state, a healthy state. I have to choose without panic to know that I know that the body knows what to do. I can choose to see this in peace. I can choose to know I am healthy, wealthy, wise, that everything I desire can manifest in an instant once I truly believe and be that. So it's a process, I'm sure. And most of us think that we don't have time to do what we think we need to do. But all we have to do is really state it. Remember, the in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. That was the truth. In the beginning was the Word. And once we start saying the words, then we start going to our heart, not our head, our heart, to know that this is the truth. So we change our whole paradigm to that everything is a choice. And I choose to see the world in peace. I choose to see the love of God in everything. I choose to speak the words of positive behind that I am. I choose to love me, thereby providing me the ability to love you in everything. So I am RosaJ, and leave some comments. And remember, the thought for today, the saying for today is, I could see peace instead of this. I can see my job peacefully. I can see the I can see uh, receiving invoices for services rendered being paid in ease and elegance. See, I love the Course in Miracles because it's not an exact science. It is speaking your truth of what you desire, not what you don't desire. Speaking your truth of what you want, what you desire, what you love, what you need, and I don't even like the word need, because the word need tells me there's something missing, and there's nothing missing. I have everything that I need. You have everything you have to make it better. So I am RosaJ, doing it God's way each and every day. And please go to YouTube, RosaJ Hodge, and subscribe and like my videos. I have a lot of them on there. Share them out. Don't be afraid. I used to be afraid to share these things out, but Catherine Ponder says it would be I can't remember her exact phrase, but that it is my commission to share that which has helped me get better. Share the good news. They say that in the Bible, don't they, Joy? They say that in the Bible. Share the good news. And the good news is I can choose to see things differently. The good news is I can see peace in any situation, no matter how gross it could be. I must have peace in it. I must have acceptance in it, and I can see joy in it. It brings up to mind the death in people's family. See the peace that they brought to your life. See how blessed you are to have those people, and their time is up. No matter how gross they may have died, no matter how surprisingly they may have died, I got my peace with death through that. Looking in on the fact that they blessed me with their presence. There is something they came to do that you probably don't recognize that would make you so much more peaceful with no matter what goes on. I think of people who have passed through my life and the blessings that they have showered on me, the knowledge that they have showered on, the love that they have showered, the lessons that they have taught me. And I am at peace. God is amazing. Oh, thank you, Joy. I see peace in you. I love it. So I am RosaJ, doing it God's way. Share this out. Someone in your circle can use this. Someone in your circle is looking for a way out of chaos. And this is it. The Course in Miracles, a course in miracles, a course in miracles. I am here to be the peace, be the love, share the love, share the peace. So I say, see you later. I shall see you tomorrow. I'm about to start my business videos. We have a radio station. So if anyone who has anything that they want to share on the radio, we go to 140, I think 166 countries around the world. It is Spiritual Inspiration Broadcast Network, SIBN. And I didn't put the link in there, but you can actually message me if you're interested. We are looking for folks who love and have something to add to the community, something to share with the world. So Joy, that I'm talking to you. Let me know. We come on every Sunday at 5 p.m. We can actually tape you, and it's a story, it's a journey, but I am looking for anyone who has the heart to share and love. Be blessed. I am RosaJ, doing it God's way, and I will always love you. Oh, yes. Joy, you know what? I never hardly ever mention my book, I Am Affirmations for the Living. Thank you for using that, Joy. You are amazing. It does. And that's what another thing that I'm going to start doing. So you can go to the I Am Affirmations Facebook page and order my book and use it. It is amazing. It's a long story. So I got to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed. I love you too, Joy. I don't know how this is not working. Oh, there it is. It is good and very good. Yes. Oh, so you at 5 Central Time. But she's on there every Sunday. Hey, YouTuber.